Hello, everybody. Welcome to Snyder and Wrestling, and we have got another review here of SummerSlam. This is SummerSlam 1998 from Madison Square Garden in New York City. Attendance of 21,588. Buy rate of 700,000 plus. Insane pay-per-view buy rate. This also took place on August 30th, 1998. I forgot to say that. Commentary team for the evening is Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler. So before we get into the matches, I just want to talk about the matches that happened on Heat. Sorry, Sunday Heat. The reason I want to talk about it is because these matches are so insanely short. And for the people in it, it's crazy. So we had two matches. So Brian Christopher and Scott Taylor defeated LOD 2000, the Road Warriors, in 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Gangrel defeating Dustin Runnels in 2 minutes and 32 seconds. And the Disciples of Apocalypse defeating Bradshaw and Vader in 2 minutes and 56 seconds. What the actual hell is going on Heat? Where matches like that, these matches are just going like 2 minutes long. What the hell? I've never watched Heat before. Our matches usually is that short. That's crazy. But the first matchup of the evening is for the European Championship as the current champion D'Lo Brown takes on Val Venis. So Brown at this point is wearing the chest protector, which I'm confused on what it is, because I get as a gimmick, it looks cool on him, but the part I get confused by is there are times it causes more damage when someone hits it. There are times it doesn't. There are times where it does more damage to the move that D'Lo hits. There are times it doesn't. Like, I don't get the point of it. It doesn't seem to have a full-on effect, obvious. That's, like, painfully obvious. So I don't know what I'm very confused by that. But we get a leg sweep by Venus, spine buster by Venus, but Brown kicks out. Bell in the back suplex by D'Lo Brown. Brown takes down Val with a clothesline. We get a leg lariat by Brown, but Val kicks out of that. A cloverleaf, Texas cloverleaf by Brown, but not enough to put Val away. Brown goes for a senton, but Val moves. Val makes his comeback. We get a sky high by Brown, but Val kicks out. A DDT by Brown, but a kick out. Val catches Brown in a power slam, but Brown kicks out of that. Val goes for the money shot, but Brown gets the knees up. Brown drops Val right on his fucking head. The fucking guy, the fact Val will not get fucked up from that is insane, because he's like going for the running power bomb, but he can't get a full of, so he just fucking drops him. It's crazy how he had no heat for that. If he did, or maybe he did, I actually don't know, but like, fucking crazy shit. He then does hit the running power bomb. Brown goes for the frog splash, but Val moves. Val takes off Brown's chest protector, which the referee makes it seem like he's now using a weapon. The ref starts yelling at him for it. The ref, and yelling, and like then crotches him on the top of him because he just starts fucking shaking the ropes and like touching him. Like, you fucking touch Val Venis while he's climbing the ropes, you fucking jackass. Just made the ref look bad. Val gets mad and then tosses the ref down, and the ref calls the match off, and Brown wins and retains via DQ. Despite the really stupid finish, I give the match 6 out of 10. It's a very fun match between these two. These two are obviously good workers, despite the fact that Val has lost his fucking mind these days. Was a good worker at the time and was good at what he did. Crowd was into it, and yeah, very good match up until the really stupid finish. Our next matchup is one that I'm not as fond of. It is the Oddities taking on Kai and Tai. This match is, I'm not joking, 99% of the time, just the Oddities whooping the shit out of Kai and Tai. Like, Golga whips all their asses, Kurgan whips their asses, the big tall guy, he also spends time whooping their asses. Like, they all just get beaten up almost the entire match. It ends when there's a 4-man, like, all 4 members of Kaientai are chokeslammed by 2 members of the Oddies. Golga, who's fucking Earthquake, which is shocking that that's what they're doing with him, hits a splash to pin and win 2 out of 10. This match sucks. I hate this match. Legitimately hate this match. Hate everything about this match. Didn't care for anything that happened during the match. I hate all of it. Hate all of it. It annoyed me. And yeah, I wasn't fond of it on my television. So this match can go fucking burn in hell. Our next matchup is Jeff Jarrett, who comes out with Southern Justice, but they are quickly ejected, taking on X-Pac with Howard Finkel, who's allowed to stay at ringside, which I didn't understand. Why is Howard allowed to stay at ringside, but Southern Justice ain't? So on Heat, Jarrett and them shaved Howard Finkel, so that's the reason he's mad at them. I just don't know why he's allowed to stay at ringside, but Southern Justice is not. Finkel does do the worst and funniest cross chops of all time. He has no idea what he's doing when he does it. It's hilarious. X-Pac sends Jarrett to the outside and dives under him. Jarrett dropkicks X-Pac outside the ring. Like, he dropkicks him and X-Pac goes outside the ring. X-Pac then Jarrett gets control, hits a power slam, but X-Pac kicks out. Tornado DDT by Pac. We get sleeper hold by Jarrett. Pac gets out of that, though, and goes for a crossbody, but Jarrett moves. Jarrett locks in the figure 4, but Pac gets to the ropes. X-Pac gets a belly-to-back suplex. We get the comeback by X-Pac, the Bronco Buster. He hits a powerbomb, but Jarrett kicks out. X-Pac goes for a second Bronco Buster, but Jarrett gets the boot up for a low blow. Jarrett punches Finkel right in the face, and as the ref is distracted with that, Southern Justice come out and go to interfere by hitting Pac with a guitar, but Pac moves, and he hits Jarrett instead. Oh no, he moves, and then X-Pac lays him out, grabs the guitar, hits Jarrett with the guitar, and pins and wins. As a result, Jarrett then loses his hair, and I think it just goes to the short hair version. So there you go. Match-wise, though, I give it 7 out of 10. Very fun match between these two. Really enjoyed it. I think X-Pac and Jeff Jarrett have really good chemistry, shockingly. Howard Finkel had no part in the matchup, really. Don't know why he was there. Didn't feel like he needed to be there, but okay. But yeah, fun part overall. And yeah, good win for X-Pac. Our next matchup is Mark Merrow and Jacqueline taking on Sable and a mystery partner. And she reveals the mystery partner to be Edge, the newcomer. Which Lawler keeps calling him the Edge. I don't know if that was intentional or if that just was only Lawler who was doing it, but he literally calls him the Edge multiple times throughout the match. We get a flatback by the Edge. Mark Merrow and Jacqueline get control and wear down the Edge. I'm just gonna call him that the rest of the match, by the way. The Edge counters a TKO into a DDT, which, by the way, is something that crossed my mind, not related to this. Why has no one current day used the TKO as a finish? Like, you have some people who are the chosen ones of TKO, like, people who are, like, TKO's clear favorites and that. Why are they not hitting TKOs? I feel like that's right fucking there. Just a thought. Sable then gets her hands on Jacqueline. Sable goes to Sable on Merrow, but Jacqueline stops her. Sable then hits the TKO, but Merrow pulls off the pin. Jacqueline then accidentally hits Merrow, which leads to the Edge diving under him. The Edge sends Merrow into the stairs. The Edge hits a crossbody, but Merrow kicks out. Merrow then accidentally hits Jacqueline, because apparently you have to do 2 spots in the same match for Edge to... the heels miscommunicating and accidentally hitting each other. The Edge rolls up Merrow, but he kicks out. Hurricanrana by Sable to Merrow, which is awesome. The Edge hits the downward spiral and then does a double team move. And Sable pins Merrow and wins. I give it 5 out of 10. It's a fine mixed tag. Nothing much to it. Edge and The Edge, sorry, and Mark Camaro do well in the when they're in the ring, but Sable and Jacqueline, like, Sable can barely go. Jacqueline is a good worker, but you can't. She's not a miracle worker here. Yeah, perfectly fine. Perfectly just average match. Our next matchup is Ken Shamrock taking on Owen Hart with Dan Severn in a Lion's Den, man. It's just a fucking octagon. Their version of one. So that's that. Owen and Shamrock have been feuding. They had the match inside the dungeon, which Owen would win after a controversial call by Dan Severn. Dan Severn and Shamrock have beef. And that's why he's the corner man for Owen. He just wants to get revenge on Shamrock. I'm not sure what their beef's fully over. Probably something MMA related. I just actually don't know. That's just on me. Shamrock does hammer punches to Owen. We get belly to back suplex by Shamrock. A low blow by Owen. Owen ends up bleeding from the mouth. We get belly to back suplex again. Belly to belly suplex by Shamrock. Owen's able to get control though and gets insecurity. Shamrock backdrops. Owen hits a powerbomb to Owen. Shamrock then hits a comeback. We get a belly back suplex by Owen knowing he locks in the sharpshooter, which Shamrock gets out of by climbing up the cage, like using his hands to climb up the cage. And Owen has to release the hold. That was smart. Shamrock hits a DDT out of nowhere, locks in the ankle lock, and Dan Severn just walks away from Owen, and Owen taps out, and Shamrock wins. I give it 5 out of 10. I think it could have been better. But fun match overall. They really love throwing Shamrock into these first time ever concept matches that are never seen again. I kind of think they really love doing that with Shamrock. They're trying to find Shamrock's place here. Shamrock does end up becoming Intercontinental Champion later in the year. So there is they are pushing him that way. He does also turn heel, I believe, later in the year. Our next matchup is for the WWF Tag Team Championships is a Falls Count Anywhere match as the New Age Outlaws are supposed to be taking on Mankind and Kane, but Kane is MIA, nowhere to be found. So Mankind's going in alone. And this match is just the New Age Outlaws beating the hell out of Mankind. Mankind does get a short bout of offense, but it's not for long. Spike piledriver from the Outlaws to win the belts. I give it 3 out of 10. After the match, they put Mankind in a dumpster, and Kane just pops out of the dumpster with a sledgehammer and just gotta go like, eh, and Mankind's dead as a result, I guess. My favorite part is them be like, did you hear that? And I'm like, no, because no noise came. There was no noise from the sledgehammer, but yeah, as a match, 3 out of 10, nothing to it. It's an angle. It's just an angle to more than a match. So yeah, I wouldn't put much thought. Like this rating really just is because there was a match, but it's like 5 minutes long, I think. If I'm being nice, yeah, 5 minutes 17 seconds, so not long enough to tell really any story. And it's just one dude getting his ass kicked the entire time. I don't know what the follow-up of this is. If there's a follow-up to Mankind and Kane. Someone let me know. I don't remember. Because I know Kane's in, like, the title picture later in the year. So I actually don't remember if there's a follow-up to this at all. Our next matchup is for the Intercontinental Championship. It is a ladder match as the current champion, The Rock, defends against Triple H. The Rock is accompanied here by Mark Henry. And Triple H accompanied by Chyna. I'm about to sound mean. This is not Chyna's best look here. Chyna has looked better on this show. On this channel, I will say. I know that sounds mean, but I had to point it out. This is also the time Mark Henry is trying to flirt with her and get a date with her. It's very odd time frame we're in here. The DX band is dog shit, and I wish I didn't have to see them. I've seen them twice, and I regret seeing them both times. Fucking hate both of them. I hate them each time. Rock goes for the rock bomb. Looks for the rock bomb to start, but Triple H counters. Triple H sends... the Rock sends Triple H to the outside. Triple H hits the high knee. Rock sends Triple H into a ladder, followed by a clothesline on the outside. Rock climbs the ladder, but Triple H knocks him off. I wrote down Triple H uses the Rock as a weapon. I don't know what that means, so I'm just going to ignore that. I think I was middle time something and just forgot to finish it. I think I probably meant the ladder. Triple H using the ladder as a weapon, I'm going to assume, on the Rock. I think that's what I meant. I have no idea. I don't know what happened there. The Rock targets Triple H's knee. Rock hits an elbow off the stairs onto a bridge and ladder Triple H is on. Rock climbs ladder, but Triple H stops him again. Rock back body drops Triple H on the ladder as he goes for a pedigree. Mark Henry tries to stop Triple H from getting in the ring, but Chyna just punches Henry. The Rock is busted open, though. Triple H almost gets the belt, but Rock pushes the ladder over and hits a DDT. Both men are on top of the ladder, and it goes down. We get a double down. The Rock body slams Triple H onto a ladder, then hits the People's Elbow, which JR makes it seem like that's the deadliest move to hit on a ladder. He hits it, and he's just like, that is deplorable. Like, it's just a shitty. I don't even think it'd be that impactful, man. I've seen deadly moves on a ladder, man. Triple H Rock hits the Rock, like, pulls Triple H off the ladder and hits a Rock bottom. Triple H pulls the Rock off the ladder and hits a pedigree. Mark Henry throws powder into Triple H's face, which has no effect on him, because he pretty much just is perfectly able to climb the ladder. They're both on top of the ladder. Then Chyna low blows the Rock, who falls off the ladder. Triple H grabs the belt and wins the Intercontinental title. As a match, 8 out of 10. Very fun match. Very fun ladder match. You can tell these two are going to be feuding for years to come. So it does the great job it needs to do, and it does it very, very well. Triple H will not hold this belt for long before he'd eventually get injured and have to relinquish it, leading to Shamrock win the tournament on one night tournament on Raw to become the new IC champion. But as a match itself, very fun. The Rock is on his rise. Like, The Rock is champ by Survivor Series. You can tell, like, by this point, he's getting here, and he's on the rise. And you know it. You can tell just from watching this match that he's going to be a gigantic star. We then go into the main event as the World Federation Championship defended, as Stone Cold defends against The Undertaker. I messed that one up completely. The Undertaker has reunited with Kane, but Undertaker has sworn, because for some reason this match had to be babyface versus babyface. I kind of agree with people by looking at the storyline being told Undertaker should have just been the heel here. Don't know why we had to do face versus face, but I think heel versus face would have worked way better. We get a strike battle starting. Undertaker's in control. Stone Cold targets Undertaker's knee. Undertaker gets back into it though with the jumping clothesline. Undertaker goes for old school, but Austin throws him off the top rope. Kane makes his way to ringside, but Undertaker tells Kane to leave. Austin then yells at Kane on the apron, and Undertaker chokeslams Austin from the apron into the ring. They fight into the crowd, which Undertaker back body drops Austin onto the concrete floor. Undertaker is able to avoid the stunner and then does his way of exiting the ring, which is awesome. Undertaker sends Austin back first into the ring post. And Undertaker leg drops Austin off the top of one of the announce table. I think he does kick out of a pin afterwards, which is crazy. We get a double down. Austin makes the comeback. We get the Lou Thesz press. Austin hits a sort of stunner, but Undertaker kicks out. They don't call it a stunner, but it pretty much was. He just didn't really grab Taker. We get chokeslam by the Undertaker, and he goes for the tombstone, but Austin counters it. Austin is crossed on top rope. He goes for the old school, but Austin hits a low blow, hits the stunner, pins, and wins. Match wise, I give it 7 out of 10. There's a show of respect at the end. I think this could have been better as heel versus face. It's just my opinion. I feel like they didn't need to make face versus face. There's sometimes that doesn't work, but these two tell a great match. They're both professionals at what they do. They're great. It's a great main event. So yeah, no complaints by me. Just I think the story would have been better if Undertaker was a heel going in. Show range wise, I give it an 8 out of 10. I enjoyed this as much as SummerSlam 92. I think it's right up there in high thing. I really enjoyed this show. I might be in majority because the only negative to it really is the tag title match, but that's just an angle, and the Kai and Tai Oddies match, which is just bad to me. But the other matches are either fine to really good, and yeah, I really enjoyed watching it. But let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. By the way, make sure you go to our community area on the YouTube channel. I don't know if it's called post. I don't know what the heck it's written as. We're there. We will be we have a poll up. See what I review once we get to SummerSlam 2001. I believe the Manias are currently in the lead. You can vote there, or you can vote for something else if you wanted to. But let me know what you guys think down below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. See if you can help us out with that. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and we will see you all for SummerSlam 1999.